everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the London Bulldogs and the Chicago Bears. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Bulldogs and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, they get a stern road test as they come into this one after losing in London a week ago.
Yeah, the schedule makers gave them a pretty tough stretch here. I think we'll know early on whether these guys are ready to play.
Still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. Throwing his car on third down. Uncorks one for Davis. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot. Still nothing here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays? Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. From the gun, it's Carr. And this will be a touchdown. Derek Carr, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does.
We have a red zone update. This defense stacked up here with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. First down, a run with Cohen. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now Trubisky lost the football, and this is picked up by the defense. And his guys are going to take over at at the 21-yard line. A bad third down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He got 29 yards that time. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing...
A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that third down into fourth. From the gun now on third down, Carr uncorks one for Davis, and that is caught one-handed. Oh my, he pulled it in. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a third to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And it's caught. Touchdown. From a yard out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more.
No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on fourth. Trubisky will throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure. This defense hoping to preserve that one-score, 8-point lead here. See if they can do it. The ball on the offensive side of the field. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st down, Trubisky. Oh, no, he lost the football. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches. They'll run on 1st down. Fletcher. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Carr to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work. He's back to throw. He finds Robinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And you can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up. They'll look to throw. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing now is Trubisky. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now it's Trubisky. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. This will be caught at about the 6. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2. So we drop you into this situation. The game is tied, late 4th quarter. This offense starting with the ball on their own side of the field, and they do have all 3 timeouts looking to get into field goal range. Now Carr. It got his man complete. Just bowling over down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown. A big play there. Finding the end zone on the game's final play. And his guys have taken the lead.
Well, we know the crowd is absolutely stunned by what we just saw there. Forget I'm stunned. I have to believe that you are as well. When they finally get their legs back under them, they'll head to the exits, and I think they'll probably be muttering a few choice words along the way, too. How did that happen?
I don't know. They certainly thought overtime was on the horizon, bracing for overtime. We were, too, and we may want to wait a little bit before heading for the exits, let that parking lot clear out a bit.
Maybe there's a later flight we can catch.
That might be a good idea.